Hey, good morning, East Texas. Thank you so much for joining us on the CBS 19 Plus live stream. We're live here on CBS 19 Plus on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm coming to you with an update on our live radar. We are seeing a few active showers move across our area, so let me give you a bigger look at that. We are going to see a few isolated pockets of rain pop up through the next several hours. That's mainly going to be in areas through deep East Texas. Right now, I'm tracking a cell that's moving directly into Palestine at the moment. Another one that's near Alto that's moving off to the east. Right now, this one right here is my main concern. It is going to continue to move off towards center and toward Mount Enterprise as we have this push of scattered showers and clouds going off to the east. So let me just put this back in play for you. That way we can get a check of what we're seeing here. Now we are going to see these isolated pockets of rain continue to move off to the east. I do see though lots of showers and thunderstorms building across 45, and that's going to bring us a few more showers. It's kind of a taste of what's to come. So right now we're seeing a few heavy pockets of rain moving into Centerville and into Buffalo at the moment. Again, that's all pushing off to the east into our area here in East Texas. And really, if you take a look back across the western portion of Texas, we are seeing lots of little scattered showers make their way into East Texas. Just a little bit right here where we're seeing not quite as much cloud cover. But this area right here, that's where we have a very, very weak area of high pressure. That is going to keep us rather dry and sunny for a little bit. So areas off towards Sabine County, toward St. Augustine counties, you guys won't necessarily see these clouds build in for a little while. However, as we start to see these showers and thunderstorms continue to push into the area, that is going to give us a taste of that cloudy, gloomy weather. And you know what? That is set to stick with us as we head into 4th of July weekend. Right now, a few little showers are moving through the Canton area, a few more at Emory heading off toward I-30. Again, not that much cloud cover in the Longview and Marshall area just yet, but this does continue to push off to the east. We're going to continue to see this last with us for the next several hours. I do think that thunderstorm activity is going to build as we head into the afternoon. Here's your future skycast. We will see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms pick up through the rest of the day. I think it'll be closer to that 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour when we start to see a few of these impact parts of East Texas. Now there could be a few isolated downpours in there, potentially a rumble of thunder here and there. Lots of passing clouds and gloomy skies. Now that's not to say that we won't get a ray of sun here and there, but it will mostly be cloudy. Now we could see a few isolated disturbances try to make their way into deep East Texas closer to the 7 and 8 o'clock hour, but I'm not tracking anything widespread. It'll be closer to the early to mid-afternoon when we start to see this thunderstorm energy begin to peak. So that means that if you are heading out to any of the 4th of July celebrations, whether you're heading out to Gilmer or to Lindale or to any of the celebrations across the area, that 6, 7 o'clock hour is looking pretty nice for you. Deep East Texas, again, we can't rule out a potential for a shower, but we will continue to keep an eye on it. Now the rain today is not just here in East Texas, it is all the way back out to the west. So if you're heading out early for the 4th of July holiday, be prepared. You may run into some pockets of rain out there, maybe an isolated gusty wind, but mainly it's going to be a few pockets of rain and the potential for a bit of lightning. Again, nothing that is widespread. We'll just have little popcorn showers popping up all through the Lone Star State and really all the way back out to the desert southwest. We're tapping into a little bit of this monsoon moisture where we have a lot of energy and humidity coming up from the south. I'll show you that in just a second. If you're heading outside now in Nacogdoches, enjoy the blue skies while you have them, because the rain and the clouds will continue to build in through the next several hours. Temperatures have just climbed into the 80s. We just got an update. We're at about 83 right now. We will continue to warm. I think that we'll make it somewhere into the 90s by about 3 p.m. I have us topping at about 93 degrees right now for Tyler and for Longview. Now, a few of us may cling tightly to the 80s this afternoon. So it's going to be hit and miss. It's really where those showers cool the air down that will stay in the 80s. So enjoy that while you have it, because remember, we're in July and Usually as we enter this time of year, we see some of our warmest temperatures of the year. So just make sure you are enjoying it, but still do be prepared in case it is hot. And if you're traveling for the holiday, here's a look across the state. 93 here in Tyler. We're going to keep things near 90 if you're heading out to the Gulf Coast, but the showers and the clouds will keep things just a few degrees cooler out toward West Texas. That's where we may hang on to the 80s this afternoon. Now, this is the humidity that I was talking about. This is a look at water vapor imagery. This is a tool that we use in meteorology where we try to find where the most air vapor or the water vapor is. That's humidity, that's moisture, that's that stickiness that you're feeling in the air. So everything that you're seeing on your screen that is in that bright white or that is in the purple or in the blue is where we're seeing a lot of humidity. The brown up at the top of your screen just kind of seeping into parts of Oklahoma, that's dry air for reference. But the way that the atmosphere is turning is we're getting all of this humid air pumped directly into our area. This is kind of coming directly here into the Lone Star State. And as we have just these little disturbances coming through along with the humidity, that is giving us a chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Previously, we did have high pressure here that was kind of blocking this and keeping us dry, but that's shifted off just enough to the east that it's opening this window for this humidity to stream in, for these showers to make their way into our area. So it's a good idea to make sure that you have your umbrella handy. The humidity is pretty stubborn, so it's going to keep things rather mild tonight. We'll only drop down to the mid to upper 70s, 75 in Marshall and in Mineola. Lufkin and Crockett are only bottoming out at about 77 tonight. Clouds will linger. We can't rule out the potential for a shower here and there. But really, what I'm watching closely is coming in tomorrow, your 4th of July forecast. This is what everyone has kind of been waiting for as we head into the holiday weekend. Now, if you guys haven't watched me since Monday, there has been an update to the forecast. There is a chance for some showers and thunderstorms on the 4th of July. If you're waking up early, things will be fine. We'll be somewhere in the mid to upper 70s at that time, around 9, a very nice early morning. Lunch is where things may get a bit dicey. So be prepared if you're having any outdoor cookouts or if you're grilling or barbecuing outside. You may need to adjust your plans. Around noon, we are expecting a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. Now, not all of us will get rain, but some of us will. So be prepared for that. A lot of this does clear out in the afternoon, but we can't rule out a little splash of rain here and there. So let me walk you through future skycast. This is where we're starting on Friday morning. Clouds streaming through, maybe a few pockets of sun. But as we get closer to the lunch hour, we start to see a bit more storm energy, I should say, making its way into our area. There will be a few pockets of rain coming through, maybe an occasional rumble of thunder. That will stick with us on and off through the afternoon. Now, the good news is a lot of us will probably be going to see fireworks sometime between 8 and 9 p.m. around the time the sun sets. That's when a lot of this does clear out. We'll see some of the clouds even filter out of our area as well. So the firework hour is looking mostly dry. But remember, it's mostly. We could still see a few isolated pockets of rain, especially in deep East Texas during that firework prime time. So make sure that you are checking back with the events regularly if you're planning to attend a fireworks show to see if there have been any adjustments to the time or adjustments to the location. And of course, just be prepared. Right now, it does look like areas along and north of I-20 have a very good shot at being dry for that firework prime time. But in deep East Texas, that's where we're seeing the higher potential for a splash of rain here and there. Now, again, not all of us will see rain. The chance is only about a 30% chance, but we can't rule out the potential for some isolated showers. So just make sure that you are staying weather aware. The other thing you'll notice is it will be warm. A lot of us will be somewhere in the 90s. So kind of like what we've seen all week, it is warm. So make sure that you're staying hydrated. Rain chances at about a 30% chance of rain on Friday. Same today. The good news is Saturday, if you're heading out to the lake or the pool, you're set to stay dry and mostly dry again on Sunday. Rain chances do pick up again at the beginning of next week. Right now, I'm watching Monday as our next chance to see a bit more storm activity. Still only about a 30% chance of rain out there. Hey, if you have been having bad allergies lately, I might have an answer for you. I know that my allergies have been going crazy over the past couple of days, and that may be due to an area of Saharan dust. Now, we have been dealing with this since the beginning of the week. A layer of Saharan dust has gotten all the way across the Atlantic from Africa and is lingering in our skies here in East Texas. Now, a few things to know about Saharan dust. It's fine particles of dust that have been lofted high in the atmosphere. We're seeing a cloud of them continue to move across the area. It tends to suppress hurricane activity, so the Atlantic is generally quiet for the most part. There is one area to watch. I'll show you that in just a second. Here in East Texas, we could see our air quality come down just a little bit. Your allergies may pick up as well, so just make sure that you are taking your allergy meds if you do start to feel any of those hay fever symptoms come on. The bigger thing you'll notice, though, is going to be very vivid sunrises and sunsets. So if you're out early or late, you have a chance to see those very vibrant colors over the horizon. The dust acts as a way to scatter the sunlight a bit more, so you'll see more colors than you usually would. Now, remember how I said it suppresses hurricane activity? It does. However, there is a pocket where we're not seeing that Saharan dust. That's off the coast of Florida, parts of the Carolinas there as well. Now we have about a 60% chance that this develops into some sort of system. If it does form, it's going to happen right here in this area that's highlighted in orange. It's not likely that we see that in the next 48 hours or so. Only about a 20% chance according to the National Hurricane Center, but we will continue to keep you updated. Now over the next 7 days, that does form to about a medium chance. That's what you're seeing in the orange. So just make sure that if you were planning to head out there for any vacations, or if you're visiting family or friends out there, that you are just staying weather aware. Again, this is off the coast of Florida, off the coast of Georgia, some of the Carolinas there as well. Now, what you would see coastally is still up in the air, as it's still several days out. But even if this doesn't form, there is a chance that we could see a few rough waters across that area. So just to make sure that you're staying aware, again, if you're heading out that direction. Otherwise, here locally, our portion of the Gulf is looking very calm for the 4th of July, minus those little showers that are coming through. So here's what we're looking at over the next several days locally. We'll make it into the mid-90s today, so it's going to be warm again. Potentially some isolated showers popping up and impacting your evening commute as you're coming home, or if you're driving out to visit family in other parts of the Lone Star State. Again, the potential for some showers, so it's a good idea to have your umbrella with you. Looking ahead to the 4th of July, we'll start off pretty mild. We're only going to be in the mid-70s. We warm all the way into the low 90s, though, by the afternoon. Right now, I'm kind of watching that early to mid-afternoon window as the prime time to see some showers and thunderstorms pick up. A lot of it does clear out when the fireworks shows will go off, but still we could see a potential for some rain during that time. So just to make sure that you are double checking any fireworks shows that you are attending. Otherwise, we warm up over the next several days. Wednesday looks like a hot one. That's when we climb into the mid-90s. Thanks so much for joining us for the CBS 19 Plus live stream. We hope you have a phenomenal day and a great holiday weekend.